in danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow airing it out deep for Smith. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Vincent Smith doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. They're looking at a 3rd and a yard to start things out. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mixon on the toss right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
After the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings?
And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, yeah! And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Complete to
Henry Ruggs making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 33, Chargers 14. Mike Badgley.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Option play, Burrow holding on to it. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The tackle by Mike.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. second down. Here's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's third and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A quick toss outright. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Carrier taken down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going deep. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. John Ross, 57 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on is the punter Long here as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Going deep down. He's got a man. Complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 82 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Herbert, he'll let this go deep for... It got his man, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Henry Ruggs now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Bengals 46, Chargers 28.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because they're going to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. Still going.
They are not ready for us.
And he will score. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy.
Yeah.
In addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Buying time to his left. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10.
Get off the field.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Chargers 34.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
3rd and 4.
Again, Peterson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now, the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
And they are going for it. Herbert now. He's airing it out for Williams. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10 on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
He was brought down.
Tony Brown there on the tackle.
4 yards on the
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. Burrow will throw. That's caught by Hollister. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch QB drop. Watch you be go.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
17-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They toss it left side to Peterson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Peterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Burrow looking to pass. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bengals add on to their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And that's caught at the 25. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Henry runs 73 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
For the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers 7-yard line. It's a big run for AP. And even 60 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 8-yard line.
There we go, Shaq. Panther 60. Panther 60.
from the gun to give to Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
1st down, Los Angeles.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Herbert flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit.
They'll try to run with Swift.
They'll try to run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
64. Chargers 47.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
To kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Wilson. A good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 66 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's second down
at the 20-yard line.
Throwing again. Herbert. Man open left side. It's Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Third down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson.
Herbert's pass intercepted.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.